record here. Okay, and it's the top of the hour, perfect timing. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another ASEA Global Expansion Team Zoom. We have an incredible call for you tonight. Ron White is joining us from the center of the USA on President's Day. So Ron White, thanks so much for joining us.
No, thank you for having me here. I'm happy to be here. Appreciate it.
Yeah, last time I talked to you, Ron, you're on your way to Poland, and I guess you got some food poisoning while you were there. It wasn't the best way you want to spend your trip, but hey, you got to see the world, right?
Yeah, it was a trip that I had to make. I didn't have to make, but anyways, it was a trip I needed to make. And then I got there and got food poisoning. And then I got back and I went to the hospital because I had kidney stones. So it's like been an intense time.
It's been a whirlwind. It's a crazy world out there. Well, listen, we only have a half an hour, so we're going to get started. And I don't know if the audience knows about your skill set, but what Thomas Comiskey tells me is that you're an amazing guy, and your claim to fame is teaching people about memory and how to be better at remembering things. Is that right?
Yeah, so I used to hold the record for the fastest to memorize a deck of cards in the United States. I did it in a minute and 27 seconds. I memorized a 167-digit number in 5 minutes, and that's also was a USA record. And, you know, I've done some other things. I wrote out the Constitution from memory for Fox Television, 4,500 words. You know, I've done some other memory demonstrations, but I guess I just did that to demonstrate it. I really didn't do it to spotlight my memory. I did all those things to spotlight what was possible if you trained your memory, because I am no smarter than anybody else. I have no special IQ. I learned a system. I'll share with you however much of it you want me to tonight. And I used this system. And I will say this, most of the people on this call tonight, is my belief, are business people. And I would say this: memory equals relationships. Think about it. Remember names, right? Memory equals relationships. Relationships equal business. So for the people on this call tonight, and I'm just going to, answer whatever your questions, we're just going to have a dialogue here. But as we are, the theme of it in my mind is a better memory is going to put money in your pocket through remembering names and faces, through if you have a sales or, a presentation or that you want to give and you don't want to leave anything out. Memory really plays a role. So that's a little bit of my history and where I'm at.
Fantastic. When I was checking out this company, ASEA, this biotech company that we all work with, Tyler Norton is the founder of the company. And what I was so impressed with him is he went through the entire audience after meeting everybody one time, and he was able to repeat everybody's name. He was able to spell everybody's name because he had people from all over the world, and not all the names were Tom, Dick, and Harry. They were, fancy names from different countries with, funny spelling. And sometimes people spelled Chris with a K, and sometimes people spelled Chris with a C. Anyway, somebody would spell Cindy Cindy, and then somebody else would be Cyndi, and then somebody else would be Syndy. It's just everybody's different. And he was able to somehow associate that face with that name, and not only the first name, but the last name, and also where they were from, and tell a little bit about that person. So he has whatever system, whatever skill you have, he has also mastered and studied and become extremely good at. And so he'll stay at these conventions or these seminars, and he will absorb this information of the people in the audience and spit it right back at you. He's got a photographic memory. So maybe you can teach us to be more like that, because it's a very impressive skill when somebody remembers your name. It's so flattering.
Well, it is. Zig Ziglar said people don't care how much you know until they first know how much you care. Dale Carnegie said everybody's favorite subject is themselves, and the sweetest sound of their ears is the sound of their own name. So remembering names and faces, it's like what you made an impression on you. You just told that story of somebody who really made an impression on you with their memory. And that's how people remember people who, when they remember them. So, people always say, Ron, how can I get people to remember me? I'll tell you how to get people to remember you and your business. Easy. Go to your friend's house, meet 10 people at the party, remember their names. When you see them next time, call them by their name. I'll tell you something. What are the odds of them doing business with you if you see them at your friend's house and then 6 weeks later you see them again and you don't know their name? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? If it's a good deal, yeah, sure, maybe. But if you meet them today And then you see him in 6 weeks and you're like, Cindy, how are you doing? Hey, it's last time we talked about my trip to Poland and all that. How have you been? I know you were in the car when we were talking. They're like, wow, she remembered all this about me. It just makes a difference.
Yeah, it
So,
does.
and I'd be happy to give some tips.
Please do.
But I also want to follow the flow of how you're.
No. You're the master. We want to hear what you have to say. So we want to squeeze the juice and hear, hopefully orange juice comes out. So tell us the secrets.
So let's have a little bit of fun here. So can we use the chat box? Is that okay?
Yes, absolutely.
So can everybody go to the chat box? And if you are going to participate in what I'm about to do, you need to switch it to click that blue button and click everyone, not just host and panelists, but everyone, because I'm about to ask you to do something. And if you're just sending me a private message, it's not going to work. And everybody needs to see this. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to have I want to demonstrate something with the memory, and then I'm going to show you how I did it and how this is going to make you more money. So not until I say go, but when I say go, not until I say go, make sure you have a click to everyone. I want you to type not until I say go, type a 2-digit number in the blank when I say go. So let me just go prepared here. I want you to type a number between 10 and 99, a 2-digit number. Take a deep breath. Make sure it says to everyone or it'll mess it up. Okay, so they're already going. Go. All right, go. Y'all are going. Okay, stop. That's enough. Wow, look at that. Y'all are great. Okay, so the first one is 23, and then 11, and then 37, 37, and then the next one is 77, and then 11, and then 27, and then 86, and then 88, and then 88 back to back. Look at that. How crazy is that? And then 25, and then 88 again. It's 88 a special number for you guys, and then 17, and then 45, and then 26, 752. James went a little crazy there, but that's okay. And then 37 again, and then 67, and then 53, and then 88 again, and then 69. We'll end with 69. So let's go back up real quick. And we got 2311377711, and then 8688, and then 8688. Oh, shoot. 868888. Okay, I messed up. I apologize. And then what happened? Hang on, I apologize. I messed up there. 27868888, and then 25, and then 88 again. I apologize. All those 88s messed me up, guys. Okay, right now. Okay, and then after that, it was 174526752367538869. We're going to stop there. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn away now, and I'm not going to look, and let's see how many of these I got. Clearly, I messed up with all those 88s, but let's see how I do. I believe that number should be something close to 23. Go scroll all the way back up to the top. Scroll to James. So going up, I'll cover my eyes. It is 23, and then 11, and then 377711, and then 278688, and then 88 again, and then 2588. Is that right? Right? Did I get it right? So
Yep, you got it.
Okay, and then 17452675237653889. Is that right?
That is right. 100% bingo.
Okay, now let me see if I can say it backwards. So what I mean by backwards is scroll down to the 69, to Roz Bowers, scroll to the 69, and I'm going to say it backwards, 96, and then I'm going to go all the way backwards. So backwards, starting with that 69, it is 9688, and then 35, and then after the 35, it is 76. And then 73257, and then 625471, and then this is where I was messing up. So 88258888. Is that right?
Yep.
68, and then after the 68, it is 72, and then 117773, and then let's see. 1132. Is that right?
That's so amazing.
Yeah. So here's the deal. I just learned that, so that is a 40-digit number. There's 40 digits there. So I just learned that 40-digit number in maybe 60 seconds. You saw me do it in front of your eyes. And I wanted to do it because I wanted to kind of inspire you with something. If you go into a room and you meet a handful of people, or you've just started into a new business and I got all this stuff about this business that I can't remember. You can do it. So get all that out of your brain. First of all, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you a little secret. I had a somewhat of a stressful day. I filed a police report today, just an hour ago, for a theft that some information data, and my brain is a little stressed right now. Even with the stress that my brain is under, I was able to memorize that list because I followed a system. Now, enough suspense. We only got 19 minutes left. What is the system? Here's the system. There's 5 keys to it.
Okay.
Focus, file, picture, action, review. 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 I'll say it one more time. Focus, file, picture, action, review. Type in the chat box. What was the first word I said? What's the first key to this memory system, guys? What is it? Focus. There you go. There you go, Roz and Will and Prudence. Focus. If I and Bonita, but if and Nora, when I got on this webinar, if I had been stressed from all the events of the day, I couldn't have done that. I had to focus my brain. I had to, number one, say, okay, this is the information I want. Here's what you have to do. The next time you go to a meeting, when you're walking up to somebody new, ask yourself the question, what is their name? What is their name? What is their name? You don't know their name, but that's going to focus you as you're walking towards them. So number one, just be present, be in the moment, be focused. Some tips on focus: good nutrition and exercise, spinach and blueberries. I take an omega-3 every day. I'm trying to see if I have it right here. I don't. Just trust me. Take omega-3s every day. Focus your brain. Train yourself to just live in the moment. Just really focus on living in the moment. If you need to do breathing exercises to help you chill out and relax when you're anxious, do that. I did a lot of breathing exercises today. Focus is the first key to your memory. Exercise will help you focus. Good nutrition. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on that because I want to move through this very quickly and then see what questions Cindy has. The next thing you need to remember something is a file. You need a place to store the data. So a file can be a couple things. If I was just now meeting Cindy, first of all, Cindy, those are very distinctive glasses. Do you have them on all the time or just for studying?
No, they're blue blockers. I was deciding between those and these, because
nice.
Yeah, but I got to protect my eyeballs.
Yeah, but the ones you're having on, are they on most of the time?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I wear glasses every once in a while. Lately, a lot of glasses, but just for blue blocking purposes, and for light, and helps my body produce help my body produce more melatonin.
Yeah.
But these I'm hooked on, but it's not because of prescription. It's just so I don't get EMF or whatever. Got to protect my eyeballs.
Well, the reason I asked that question is if I want to remember a person's name, I create a picture for their name. The name Cindy is cinnamon candy for me.
Ooh, I love cinnamon candy.
Yeah, so it's CIN in both of them. So if I was to meet you right now and you said, hi, my name is Cindy, I would look at your face and select something on your face that was unique. Now that I know you're not going to have those glasses on all the time, and I might say to you, hey, those are nice glasses. Do you wear those? And I'd be asking for a reason. If you said, yeah, they're on all the time, I'd be like, boom, that's where I'm going to store her name. But since you said no, I'm going to look for an alternate distinctive feature. And that would, I think, be your hair. You've got a really nice hairstyle there. So I would imagine cinnamon candy in your hair, and I would just imagine all this. Now, here's the thing. I got to be focused, right? The file is where I put the data. So in this case, it's your hair. Focus, file. Picture, your name turned into a picture, cinnamon candy. Then the last two is action and review. So I just see a lot of action to that story there. You know, maybe I imagine Santa's helpers are putting, you know, cinnamon candy and I create some story with action. And then I review. I drive home. And on the drive home, I ask myself, what stood out to me about that lady? What was her file? It was her hair. What was the picture in her hair? Cinnamon candy for Cindy. What was the story going on? Santa's helpers were putting cinnamon candy in her hair. And then I review. And that is the memory process. Now it's a little different for numbers here, but this is kind of the same thing. I'll take 2 more minutes and kind of tell you how I did the numbers, which will help the people here, and then I'll be happy to do some Q&A with you or however you do it. So if you want to remember names, that's how I would suggest you do it. But if you wanted to remember a speech or a script or a 40-digit number, the files aren't locations on a face. The files are spots in a room. Let's do it here in this room. Let's say number 1 is the blue wall. Number 2 is the door. Oh, I got an idea. Oh, this is gonna be so cool. Okay. Everybody look at the door in your room. Look at the door in your room right now. Look to the piece of furniture. Go to the right or the left of the door. I don't care either way, just whatever feels naturally instinctual to you, do it. Go to the right or the left of the door and the first piece of furniture right there. You got it? It could be a desk, a bed, a TV, a dresser. I want you to imagine a washing machine on that piece of furniture. So see a washing machine, it's spinning around, soap's flying out. Go to the next piece of furniture right next to that, going around the room in a circle. The number 2 piece of furniture. I want you to imagine that piece of furniture is a dam, like a dam in a river, and the water's holding back on that dam, and the dam breaks through and floods. So look at the first piece of furniture. There's a washing machine. You're putting in the clothes, you're putting in the soap. Look at the second piece of furniture. There's a dam. The dam breaks and it floods the room. We're gonna do just a few more here, and this is gonna be actually kind of cool. Go to the next piece of furniture. You got to go in a circle. So don't jump around. Flow around the room in a circle. Going in the circle. 1, 2. Now what's the third piece of furniture? You got one there? On that one, I want you to imagine a chef. Think of your favorite food: spaghetti, pizza, steak, whatever, salads. See your favorite food being cooked by a chef. The word I want you to remember is chef. So chef right there. Taste the food. Go back and review the dam. Go back and review the washing machine. We're going to do 2 more, just 2 more. Go to the fourth piece of furniture now, still going in a circle. Don't jump around, go in a circle. On the fourth piece of furniture, I want you to imagine a bunch of medicine and you're pouring it on that piece of furniture. You're pouring medicine on that piece of furniture. And the last one, go 1 more piece of furniture over, and I want you to imagine somebody rowing a boat on that piece of furniture. There's somebody rowing a boat on number 5. I just gave you 5 words. Type in the chat box. What was on the first piece of furniture? What was on the first piece of furniture? Anybody, type in the chat box. What's on number 1? Washing machine. Roz and Norman and Harry and Jeanette and Bob B and Bonita and Dave and Ray. What's on number 2? What's on number 2, Marianne? Damn, there you go. Damn. What's on number 3? Chef. You guys are so awesome. Kathy and Amy and Will and Rosemary and Nora and Rhea and Roz and Patricia. What's on number 4? Medicine. There you go. Medicine, Prudence and Will and oh my gosh, Nora and Kevin. Good job. Last one. What was on the last one? There you go, Harry. There you go, Rosemary. Good job, Patricia. Guys, this is what I just did. Marcia, thank you. Good job. Thora, James. Good job, guys. You guys did so well. So here's what we did, guys. Today was President's Day. I just took the first 5 presidents of the United States. I turned their last names into a picture, and you put them on the files. These spots around the room are files. Washing machine, Washington. Adam, Adams. Adam, Adams. Chef, Jefferson. Old Thomas Jefferson, right? Chef, Jefferson. Medicine, Madison. Monroe, Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe. Guys, here is what I will tell you. If you have a speech to give in your business, take the 5 points for that speech, imagine them around the room, get up in front of the room and give the speech not using any notes. If you want to remember 5 key points on a product that you have, 5 key things that you always want to say about it, take those 5 things, put them around the room, never forget them. So I kind of just went off the rails there and took kind of charge there. But in this last, 10 minutes, if Cindy has any questions or if you want me to keep talking, but I'll turn it back over to Cindy.
Yeah. So this is so fascinating. I took a name thing like this with Bob Proctor in Rye, New York years ago. And so he would say the same kind of thing when I try to remember your name, Cindy, I think of windy. So he thinks when he sees me, there's wind in my hair blowing all over the place. And so when he sees me and he pictures that windy Cindy, my name comes back to him. But when you did the numbers, 27, 49, 88, whatever, and then you did it backwards. Okay. How the heck did you do that because I don't see the association with points or with things. There were just numbers floating in space and you were somehow able to absorb them all and then spit them back out. And then even backwards, even right to left and then left to right. How the heck did you do that?
So I have 20 pieces of furniture numbered in my house. You've got 5 in the room you're in right now, right? So, and I have a picture for every 2-digit number. The first number y'all gave me is 23. My picture for 23 is Michael Jordan because that was his number. The next number y'all gave me was 11. Well, my picture for the number 11 is a goalpost on a football field because it looks like a number 11, right? So when I saw the numbers being typed in and I saw 23 as the first 2-digit pair, I automatically think Michael Jordan. Remember, everything you want to remember, you have to turn it into a picture. And then I just imagined Michael Jordan. You imagined a washing machine. I imagined Michael Jordan. You imagined a dam. I imagined a goalpost. So I put on 20 pieces of furniture those numbers. I memorized them the exact same way I just showed you to memorize the presidents. I placed them on pieces of furniture in my house. 2-3, Michael Jordan's on the first. I got Michael Jordan here, 2-3. I got a goalpost over there, 1-1.
Wow. Yeah, fascinating. I was never good at math growing up, but I was really good at theorems. Do you remember theorems in algebra?
Yeah.
Remember that? And we had to, I think it was because we had to associate the numbers with a certain theory. And as soon as I did that, that made it easy. But if they were just numbers in space and whatever, I don't know if I was bored or if it was just hard for me. I'm not sure. But as soon as we associated it with something, it became so easy. I think it became tangible as opposed to intangible.
Yeah. And whatever you got to do to make something real to you. And that's, a key to memory is making it real, making it vivid and that's, your name, I got to make it real. Cindy Cinnamon Candy. I'll go up the list here. Amy, I imagine I am aiming. Bob, I use a bobber. When you go fishing, you got bobbers. James, I use chains. Stephen, I imagine some scales and they're even. It's even Stephen. Marcia, I use marshmallows. Ray, I use a ray of light. So this is kind of how I do it.
Yeah. So since we think in pictures, you're putting pictures to the words.
Exactly.
Ah.
So, and there's, it's so difficult in 30 minutes to see. Here's the thing. Here's the danger. Here is the danger of what this Zoom could do. I love teaching. I love teaching. I can't hold back. I'm not one of those guys that you can get on a Zoom and they just kind of don't really tell you the secrets. They kind of, they kind of halfway answer the questions. They kind of halfway don't. And when you get off, you feel good. But when you think about it, you didn't really learn anything. Sometimes I go the opposite way and I'm like, oh my God, we got so much good stuff here. This is what I'm going to teach you. This is how you remember names. This is how you remember numbers. This is how you remember. And then they get off and they're like, whoa, I'm on overload. Where do I start? So there needs to be a happy medium between the two. I love what I do. I'm 50 years old. I've been doing this since I was 18, 32 years. I know how much this can change people's lives if they embrace it. And I can't stop talking about it, but I have to pull myself back sometimes. And I don't want to overwhelm you guys. So this is what I'm going to say. as far as memory goes, I'll just focus on a couple things from this call. Good nutrition and exercise will help your memory. Staying calm will help your memory. Breathing. Thinking in pictures will help your memory. Reviewing will help your memory. If you're one of those people who say, Ron, I read a book last week or 2 weeks ago and I couldn't tell you what it is today. Well, I'm a memory champion. If I don't review, maybe I couldn't either. So here's the thing. Here's the hope I want to give you is memory is going to help you in your business. It will. Remembering names. If you get nothing else out of this, focus on being present. Focus on being in the moment. Focus on listening to people. Focus on saying their name a few times. Focus on relaxing. Focus on when you leave, saying their name and creating a story in your brain. If that is all you get from this call and the number and the pieces of furniture, you're not there yet, you're like, I'm not there yet, Ron, that's okay. I wanted to wake up your minds tonight. And I wanted you to say, wow, he just memorized that 40-digit number. He gave us some good tips. I don't have to master everything tonight, but I am going to be more aware now of my memory and that it's possible to improve it.
So we're in biotech, we're in cellular health. And so we are constantly helping people with their health. And so I got a question for you. This may or may not, you might not be able to answer this, but I'm just curious that as we age, we tend to, sometimes some of us get more and more forgetful. And we might have aging parents and they can seem to remember things long time ago, but our short-term memory or their short-term memory just doesn't seem to be there. Why is that? Do you know?
So we have aging parents and their short-term memory, or just all of us as we get older, our short-term memory is not there. It could be stress, it could be stress. Slow down. It could be stress. It could be poor nutrition. Your body's, go for a walk, drink lots of water. But a lot of it's just stress. Now, our minds do slow down as we age. They really do. That's just, we're all mortals. We're all going to eventually pass away, probably one day, right? So you can combat it through trying to control stress, through good nutrition and exercise, which is what you guys do. So, I would say your supplements, is that the correct word you would use, supplements?
Sure.
I'd say probably stick to those, and that's probably a good start.
And so just to go a little bit further, and I'm not, thinking you're a doctor or a brain specialist or whatever, but what occurs to me is that older people slow down too much, that they're not doing as much as they did when they were younger. So their brain stimulation isn't as much because they're not changing environments as much. They're not having conversations as much. You know what I mean? Their hearing might be a little bit not working as well. So they don't have as much interaction or they don't hear as clearly as they used to. So anyway, I just was, wondering if I don't know. I know that all of us want to keep our memory and keep our minds as sharp as possible as we age. And so I just wondered if there was any other, I guess staying present is clear, listening is clear, slowing down and making sure you're in the moment and not too far forward and not too far back, but right here, right now really helps, doesn't it?
It does. And a lot of, people are commenting, drink more water, Jack. And that's true. Jackie said that. Sleep better. That's true. And Cindy, what you said, one of the key indicators for Alzheimer's is it's been shown that people, and I'm not a doctor, and you stated that, but in what I've read, the more isolated a person becomes as they get older and older, the more their brain is going to slow down. So don't neglect your social circles. Don't neglect talking with people and friends, and even if it's on a Zoom like this. So you're absolutely right about that, Cindy.
Yeah, it's so good. And it's a great way to wrap up this call because we're all about cellular communication. So our technology, when we replenish our molecules, helps our cells communicate so that our body can heal itself. And so I always say that the people that are doing ASEA, the ASEA project, we are the human factor like the cells. And so we need to continue to communicate, because without our own communication, our network starts to dwindle. And just like our cellular communication, if the cellular communication is not good, then our health starts to dwindle. So yes, communication is so key to our neural network as well as our personal social network. And so you've really given us insight into the importance of memory and some tricks to really keep our minds sharp. So Ron, I really, really, really appreciate your time, and so great that you did this in spite of having to file a police report. My goodness, you haven't had a minute after the kidney stones and the Auschwitz visit and the food poisoning and the travel to Poland and everything you've done. It's just amazing that you made time for us. So we really appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate that. And in one final thought here, Roz Bowers commented, she said, what is the best course that you would recommend? Would it be okay with you if I put my website in the comments?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, okay, I'm going to put, it's blackbeltmemory.com. But I'm going to put it, it's going to do a redirect. So blackbeltmemory.com. I'm going to just go ahead
and at least you've done a verbal, so the people that are watching on Facebook can get that, because they're not going to see the chat.
Yeah,
So
go to Black Belt. Here's I'm gonna do something special for y'all though. If you go there and you enter your email address, you're gonna get on my email list. You know the deal. Remove yourself at any time. But on the next page is my course. It's 2 payments of $97. But here's what I'm gonna do, Cindy, special for your group. If they get that course tonight, on the next page, there's a speed reading offer that's gonna pop up like, hey, get the speed reading.
Wow.
Decline it. And email me and say, Ron, I'm a friend of Cindy's. I just bought your course, as long as you do it tonight on the 20th. And I want to get your speed reading for free.
Oh, wow.
I'll give it to you for free. So that's if you go there and if you do that tonight, I'll give you the speed reading course for free. So make sure you decline it. Don't buy it. But you got to buy the first one, the memory, and then decline the next one. And I'll give it to you for free as long as you do it tonight.
That's awesome. Well, that gives us a president to celebrate, because we just got a special deal.
There you go.
Ron, thank you so much. Yeah, we'll go to that website, and yes, speed reading is great, because then we can get through more information. Yeah, and really anything we can do to sharpen our mind. There's not a better investment that we can make in the 6 inches between our ears, especially as time goes forward. So Ron, thank you so much for sharing some of your time and your wisdom with us. We really, really appreciate you. Yeah, many blessings.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed coming on. I appreciate it.
All right. Good night, everybody. Have a great
Bye.
President's Day.